you very much. Yeah, so my name is Owen White. I'm here today to talk about food waste, which is a huge economic and environmental problem in Ireland. We waste €3 billion worth of food in this country every year. Our idea for a solution is called wasteNOT. It's a food communication technology that empowers consumers to manage their food more effectively, reduce waste, and ultimately to save money. The real value in this kind of technology is the data we can start to generate. We can enable far more efficient food supply chains, driven by an understanding of the knowledge of what the consumer does with their food and how they waste it. So currently in Ireland, the average household spends about €5,000 a year on food, and they waste 20% of that. So they waste €1,000 every year. The deal with wasteNOT is you pay €5 annual subscription, and that gives you access to the technology, which will help you manage your food more effectively. So by spending just €5, you're empowered to save up to €1,000 worth of waste. So we've had contact with a lot of the different actors in the food supply chain, including 3 of the big retailers. We focused on Marks and Spencer's. They have a world-famous sustainability commitment. Through our discussions with them, we see that our technology very much aligns with their goals, which is avoiding waste, reducing food surplus production in their retail stores, and understanding their consumer behavior a little bit better. So our technology very much complements what they're already doing. So how does this actually work? So first of all, the producer will put the smart label, which already exists, on their food. Just last week, we were in the largest beef processing plant in Europe, and we saw in real time how these labels are actually put onto food. So there's no friction, there's no technical barriers here to implementing this. The food is sent to the retailer. Consumer comes along, as they normally would, they buy their food at the checkout, but rather than generating a paper receipt, that information is sent directly to your phone, where you have an inventory, all your food products, the use-by dates. You can have a push notification, we can send you a tweet when you should be using your food, all in an effort to manage that more effectively. The real beauty of this is we can actually start to send that information back to the retailer. So if my milk is going off, we can send that to the retailer. It empowers them to make a decision. Should we send them a new offer? Should we update our stock? So it's enabling far more efficiency, far more communication in this whole supply chain. At the moment, the gap exists between retailer and consumer. Our competitors have developed apps and different technologies, but they all require manual input from users. They're very time intensive. Nobody actually uses these systems. The real competitive advantage for us is we want to connect up the food supply chain and really transform it. We see it as a kind of a win-win-win. It's a win for the consumer. It's an effortless tool for them to manage their food and save money. It's a real win for the supply chain, for the producers in the real time. It allows much more efficient stock management, just-in-time production, and they can also look kind of tailored advertising and ordering. And it's a real win for the environment because we start to reduce food waste all across the supply chain. We'll see the climate impact of food waste is actually quite large. Just 1 kilogram results in about 3 kilograms of CO2, which is about driving 20 kilometers in your vehicle. So for our annual deal, you spend the €5, you're able to save up to 730 kilograms of CO2, which is over 5,500 kilometers driven in your car. And in terms of the national scale, if we can reduce food waste by just 35%, that's equivalent to taking half the cars off Irish roads. So small investments in these kind of technologies can result in really massive savings in terms of our climate impact. Financials, so we have about €250,000 required for setup costs. We can already see a quite large return in the first and second year in our markets. Who are we? It's Nick and Tom here with me and myself. Tom is a project management expert working in over 10 countries, one of the leading experts on food waste and management. My background is in the energy industry. I work with the future energy team at Shell. I now consult for a lot of the big Irish food companies on supply chain efficiency and sustainability. Nick is a professor of biosystems engineering, one of the leading experts on food chain sustainability. Really, we're doing this because we want to produce sustainable food systems. Our dream is to bring the kind of technology, the big data, the Internet of Things into the food system so we can really start to embed sustainability into consumer behavior. How we achieve true sustainability is not through necessarily new technology, but it's changing people's behavior through that technology. So we see that our technology is a perfect opportunity for that. And if we can get out to about 1 million users, we can start to see really big savings. So we're here today to look kind of for your support to help us build a team around this idea and really make this dream a reality. So thank you very much.